Today's October the 20th. The wind's going to be a little bit tricky where I'm sitting. I'm hoping it'll work out. I've seen a good buck come through here a few times. Maybe he'll come through today. Well, as you can see, it's 9:18 right now. I got that scrape that's behind me, and the buck, he come through about 30-40 minutes ago. I don't know what time it was, but I heard a couple of limbs breaking. I said, well, doggone it, he took the other trail. I can't see that far. It's about 40 yards from where my tree stand is, but I do have a tree stand set up right here for a good bow shot on this trail. And after he's worked that scrape the way he did, I may be sitting here. It's really, really early for them to be working these scrapes. Usually they don't start picking up till about second week of November, but hey, I'm not going to argue with them. I'm just going to hunt them. I'm not real certain if it was the buck I'm after that came through, but they're starting to work scrapes though here in October. Got a lot of overhanging branches right here. I guess maybe they'll open this scrape up and start making good use of it. He come right down that little draw right there, and I've got a stand set up right here over to my right for a bow shot to this trail. I just picked the wrong trail this morning. I'm gonna ease on out of here. I got a lot of work I gotta do today. I gotta go pick up my brush cutter from the shop. I gotta come back down here and try to do my fields. I have not done my fields yet. I have a lot of people ask me what's my setup, so I thought I'd do a short video on what I use. This is my go-to stand. It's a Lone Wolf Climber, and this is basically the way it stays all the time. I don't fold it down like the instructions say. I leave it open. I like to lock those bolts down really tight, put Loctite on them. I don't want them wiggling or moving or coming loose on me, so you're only saving about 5 inches of surface space anyway by folding it flat. So I keep it in this position right here. This seat sits on the platform, and basically this bungee cord holds it in place, keeps it from wiggling. They're actually locking this thing in place. It doesn't rattle, make any noise at all. This center bungee cord holds my straps kind of down so that they don't hang on vines as I'm walking through the woods. This is my rope for picking up my bow off the ground, and I wad it up, or actually I wind it up, not wad it up, it looks wadded up, but tuck it under that bungee cord there. This bungee cord is actually anchored in the back in the middle section, and as I take it off, I will unhook it and go around the bottom of the stand and then hook it back on the stand to get it out of the way. So this green bungee cord only holds the stand and keeps it from rattling. I'll unhook it, go under the bottom of the stand, hook it, keep it out of the way. I don't step on it with my feet. Once I'm up in the tree, this bungee cord here will go around the tree to hold my seat in place so that I can actually fold it. I have a video, one of the first videos I put on my YouTube channel, of how to fold the Lone Wolf climber seat. My little toolkit right here, which is very important. I keep it in the truck with me about once every few months. I'll check the bolts, make sure they're tight. And that little hair bow right there is very special. You can't get those just anywhere. My grandbaby said, "Pawpaw, you need this to hold your tools together." So that's my lucky hair bow. That's pretty much my setup. Very simple. Don't make it overcomplicated. Got my straps for carrying it in on the back. I think pretty much all tree stands have that. And that's a homemade bow holder there. I just drilled 2 holes in it, stuck 2 bolts in place. I left the heads on them, taped them up. I'd stick the limb of the bow through there, lean it forward. Got the right angle figured out. And it stays on the stand all the time. Can't lose it that way. I'm a very simple-minded kind of guy. I like to keep things simple. Along with my tree stand that I take in, it doesn't matter which tree stand I take in, I always take this Fanny pack with me on every sit. It goes around me and it's got everything I need in there. I've got a range finder right there. That's my strap that goes around the tree to hold my safety harness in. It stays in the pack. I also use it for a deer drag if I gotta drag a deer out anywhere. And these are my little devices I just can't live without. I got the powder right there, and then I have my milkweed and whatever. I have cotton in one, and I think I have broom sage in the other for windicators. Cotton balls, when you fray them up and throw them in the air, and broom sage, either one of those, they'll float with the slightest little breeze, and you can detect the wind direction much better. Once you get up in your stand, you're definitely going to want to use those even before you get in your stand. I have my grunt call right there, which I rarely ever use because I grunt with my voice. But in the rut, when you need to get a little bit more volume out there, I do use the buck roar. That's my flashlight right there that I use. It barely lights up enough area around my feet so that I can see where I'm stepping. That's my backup flashlight. My actual flashlight is a stylus green light. I forgot to take it out of the pouch, but it stays in there. It's a little bit brighter, but I'll usually stick it in my hand and cup it so that the light doesn't, you can't see it from the side. I don't want to go through the woods shining a light all over the place. It spooks deer. People say it won't, buddy, I'm telling you, it spooks the deer I chase. That's my prune cutters. You can get those off the internet. They'll cut a pretty good size limb out of the way. Sometimes I use them to trim trails, limbs that are in my way. Once I get up in the tree stand, I use them for all kind of things. Everybody needs a good skinning knife. It's a good sharp blade, good steel on it. You can keep it. It maintains a good sharp edge. And then I like I got a tree saw here. Sometimes you might want to do a little extra cutting on some bigger limbs and trees. And got my floppy hat right there. Every now and then you need a hat to keep the sun out of your eyes. And looking toward the sun, sometimes you get a reflection off your glasses, and just the reflection off your glasses alone is enough to spook deer. I've spooked deer with it, and alerted deer to my presence because of my glasses. Even the camera that I have on my mounted bow, deal there, it reflects sometimes, and the sun hits it just right, and that's just part of the price you have to pay. I can't see without my glasses, so I have to have them. If you want to film deer, you got to have a camera. So that's my setup. It goes with me whether I'm sitting on a stool, or whether I'm in a lock-on, or ground hunting, or my climber. Any time I'm in the woods, this fanny pack goes with me.